Welcome to the Sector Spin with Terry. In this new video series, I'll be sharing with you what I'm watching each week in various industry subgroups. This week I'm going to take a look at Chinese internet stocks in the technology sector. Let's start here with the weekly RRG. You can see the list of stocks I've got selected here in this group. And this group has a history of leading performers, but recently has been in a period of relative weakness, which I think may be at a turning point again. Let's take this thing all the way back to beginning of the year here. Here's around December, January, right? So like I said, look at this list, right? A lot of strength here. These guys in this leading quadrant as we move through pre-COVID. You've got majority of these stocks staying to the right of this vertical line here. This vertical line is the relative strength ratio between these stocks and the S&P, which I've got here as the benchmark. Okay, and I know these guys are technology stocks, but we're still going to use the S&P as the benchmark here. Note the as we approach through the COVID dip, right, in the stock market, you still got several of these guys leading, and even some of them holding and making additional gains as we reach a bottoming in the market around March 20th there. We'll rotate on into the summer. A lot of leadership here. A few of them weakening. You know, GSX is a educational online educational company, and I think they had a big boom there with the at-home plays. Started weakening, losing some strength there. So starting mid to late August, let's get on through this summer here, right? There's another run up here. Let's get to about mid-August here. Here's about mid-August. So I noticed the beginning of momentum decay, pushing most of these stocks down into the weakening quadrant. Zoom in a little bit closer there for you. As you can see here, I'm at close to the end of August here in the time, and we're seeing many of these guys start to fade, pushing most of these guys down into this weakening quadrant. Now by the 1st of October, nearly all of these guys are down here in the weakening quadrant, with the lone exception of Alibaba. This was the sole stock to remain here in the leading quadrant. About that same time, hooks had begun to form in most that had dropped down into the weakening and even the lagging quadrant. And let's rotate this on in. So as we move through August, you can see momentum capture coming back in, and indeed there's several of these have now joined BABA back into the leading quadrant. So let's look at, let's thumb through a couple of charts here real quickly. Here is JD.com. It's you can see it's continuing to hold its 50-day moving average, moving nicely on up. It's got you know, some minor consolidations in here. Just looks really strong. I like that. It's up 3.5% today. Here is the New Orient Education. It's a little bit more choppy, a little bit more noisy, but it's also certainly, ever since mid-June, it's 50-day crossed over the 200, and it's moving nicely up the channel there. IQ. This chart, there's a big period of consolidation here. Could possibly be a triangle. Here's a resistance level. It's approaching that resistance level now. If we see it break higher than that, then we'll turn this resistance into support. Call a triangle wave count here possibly complete, and a move higher. Here's Alibaba. So what I like about Alibaba is I'm looking at a prior consolidation, 3 waves down, and then a new impulsive move up here, and possibly another period of consolidation. Let's flip over to Motive Wave and see what Bennett and I have laid out for a possible wave count in BABA. This is our daily red count. Zoom out a little bit and show you the larger term picture. So here's that prior consolidation. We got it labeled as a triangle up in 1. Now we're looking for continuation here, possibly in 3. And I'll open up the decomposition here one at a time just to show you the lower. There's our potential layout here for impulsive upthrust here in 3, 4, and we just continue to take that on down. So identifying a third wave, we want to see that we can continuously decompose that. So I like what I'm seeing here. We've got a couple of key support levels between 260 and 250 that we're identifying here. And then looking for additional movement here up in wave 5. There's a first fib retracement here of the 5 versus 1 plus 3 is up here at 380. So I think we get through this consolidation, confirm that we've got a consolidation. We've got an opportunity for a big move here. Let me flip back over to Optima again, and I just want to, let's take another look. Let's continue looking down this list. GSX, I don't have a wave count on it, but certainly this looks very corrective, like a flat, down in 3, up in 3, and possibly we've got to do an A, B, C, or sorry, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down in C to finish that. I don't have the wave count laid out, but I think GSX may be another possibility that coming soon to an end of correction here. You can see the stock is trading below its 50-day, but it's above the 200-day moving average, so possibility there. So we got a couple of eyes on this. Gonna leave it there, guys. If you like what you see here and want more in-depth analysis, be sure to check us out at tradinganalysis.com. Thanks and have a great day.